Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Ryan, and this is RimWorld, and we are back today at the Toxic Waster Colony. We're looking at Christopher. He is our mining specialist. I've got him going throughout the mountain here, just clearing it out. Just getting, actually what we're doing is gathering stone chunks. We have gotten to a point now, believe it or not, where stone is actually becoming harder and harder to get. There's still some out here, it's at the very edges of the map, and I don't like my colonists wandering all the way out there, especially the valuable crafting people, going out there to get stone. It's not safe, but nonetheless, guys, how's everybody doing? Thank you so much for joining me. Check out, oh, we've got 3 Galatros. No, they're not tamed, they are wild, but I have captured the wild Galatros using human ingenuity, also known as walls. And for whatever reason, I don't know what happened here, but my water pump got destroyed. I'm not going to bother with it. I have enough walls here. I don't think this one little spot is going to make too much difference. But the goal with these 3 Galatros, if you just joined, is to eventually set off a psychic animal pulsar and drive them insane and release them on a raid we're hoping to get soon. Actually, we're hoping for a mech cluster. We do have a quest active. We've got some prisoners here. A couple of our prisoners are strictly here for blood bag use. They're just for our, hemogen farm. They're basically for our sanguiphage. But then there's 4 of them here who have a little bit of blood rot in them. We don't want their blood. But they've got 11 more days before the shuttle arrives. So I'm assuming that, the raid will happen before then, or the mech clusters. So I'm hoping we get a raid too. Let's take a little look at our timeline. In terms of like the length of this game so far, this gap right here is a pretty substantial gap. So we're probably due for some sort of, hostile event in the near future. Man, speaking of hostile events, we got nothing. Our entire stockpile is pretty wiped out, isn't it? Yeah, it looks pretty bad. But we've got a lot of organs here. I do have a wonderful mod that allows me to call trade ships whenever I want, but it costs 1,000 silver to do it, and like a dummy, I bought too much stuff without getting silver in exchange, so we can't do that right now. But it gives me time to build up, my crafting reserves here. So you can see we are starting to get a bunch of clothing here. Actually got some more armor. Check this out. We've got a masterwork and a marine so we've got 2 masterwork armors. See, the problem is a lot of these people are wearing gear that is like better than that. Yeah, legendary Devil Strand Duster. So she's not going to come over here and willingly give up the Devil Strand Duster for this. Now, if we look at the info, I think it's probably not as good though. It's the marine armor. Sharp, blunt, heat. So look at this, 75 and 19 here. Those will be the 2 numbers we look at, 75 and 19. Now, if I go to the marine armor itself, we can see this one is 153 and 65. So the protection is much, much greater. Even though the quality is not as good, heat is pretty comparable too, if I recall. It's just not as flashy. They don't like it as much. But listen, we're getting to a point. I'm trying to gear up the most important colonists we have here. Well, all the colonists, really. In fact, let's go through a list here of people, because I do want to prioritize. Your pinky's missing, Big. I want to prioritize people we've invested a lot of bionics in, for instance, and who also are very good shooters and fighters. Big, I think you're one of those, buddy. It's time for you. What is he wearing? It's probably amazing. An excellent quality Thrumbo fur duster. See, there you go. He's not going to give that up unless I force him to. So let's force him. No. Actually, yeah, he can force equip that too, because his belt is pretty low. So this is what I'm doing. I'm starting to min-max their gear and their weapons. As you can see, we have a couple of new laser rifles here too. All right, go ahead and force wear that, buddy. So let's look at these. We've got 2 masterwork charge rifles and a masterwork plasteel longsword. So if we start looking at gear here for our peoples, that's an excellent one. We'll leave him. Missile's in love with that heat sword he's got. Masterwork. Linka, masterwork. Okay, so looks like Furry should probably come and grab this one here. Just like I said, trying to min-max. And of course, the intention, if you've missed it, is to eventually assault a settlement. And not just any settlement, we are going to go for a imperial settlement here from this one right here. And it's going to be tricky because they're landlocked, but I think with the suggestions I've got in the comments involving using drop pods and also a far skip ability, which I think we do have one or two people with that. I've definitely bought a far skip in the recent past. But regardless, we're going to hit this thing up. That's the plan. And if we're successful, we'll just start hitting other settlements in the region. That's the long-term goal here, is to start turning the tables. Instead of being raided, we want to raid others. Now, with that said, I might want to save the Galatros here for a longer period of time. Hear me out. Now, I know it's going to be exciting, but if we are out raiding another settlement, then these guys might be invaluable to have, because what I'll probably do is I'll just leave like the kids behind and maybe like one colonist, who's pregnant or something. But with that said, somebody's going to be behind to set off an animal pulsar. So that might be just the thing that saves us, having some wild Galatros to stomp around the map and stuff like that. But nonetheless, you can see the plan is a fluid one. It's all developing as we go. We're working on genetic monstrosities to aid us in this assault, but everything is kind of turning towards that, I think. So I'm really pumped for it. The more, like I've said, the more and more I talk about it, the more excited I get thinking about hitting the Imperial faction. Okay, so one of the commenters requested that maybe I should change the color of the bedroom light to the pawn's favorite color, which I'm totally cool with. While I sit by and just kind of wait for stuff to happen, I can do that. There's not a lot going on at the moment, so we can do that. But it's hard because I can't copy their favorite color, and the colors here available aren't. I don't think this one is even her favorite. Is even an option here, sadly. But I'm trying to get it as close as possible, basically, here. So if there is a way to copy a pawn's favorite color, maybe I have to go to the changing station here. You can see I've got Celia working on her color. So if we bring her back, if I bring her to the changing station, go to apparel color, I can click to set the favorite color. I can click on it, but I can't copy that color, I don't think, which is unfortunate. If I could figure out how to copy a color, that would be nice, because then I could just paste it onto the particular bedroom light or whatever. But even, like I said, if I try a rough approximation, it'll still kind of hopefully make it look cool. It won't be perfect though, but so far I am enjoying the colors here. Everything's looking good, especially being able to paint beds, man. That's such a nice feature. I'm pretty sure I've got that. That's a mod, I think. I don't think that's in the base. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that in vanilla, well, not vanilla, with the Biotech, you can't paint the beds. You can, but it doesn't paint the cover. I don't know why I'm looking at that screen there. But if you try to, it just paints the wooden frame or steel frame or whatever you use. But there is a mod that will allow you to just straight up paint the bed color itself, which is what I do have installed. It's a pretty sweet one, simple, just that's all it does. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's just paint bed. So if you're looking for it, just search for that. You'll find it pretty easily. The search function is decent in the community tab for RimWorld and other modded games for sure. Now check out these drop pods we've got. There are a total of 34, so we need at least one for each adult colonist, that's 27. Plus we got a few extras, so that's good because I want the ability to send a pile of steel too. So if I can take this section right here and just send steel and components and stuff in these, then what we can do is use that to make more drop pods when we arrive after we've defeated the settlement, and we'll use those to get back to drop pod back home. So I think that's a good idea. Also, we don't have to send it initially. We can just send the attacking invading army, and then once we've taken care of that, we can have some people load up some stuff, or we can preload it and just wait to launch it till later. So that's now the only issue is, of course, we need more chem fuel. We are pretty low, and I did turn off the order here to make it at our refinery because I was hoping that the animals that we have been mutating with Boomaloop genes would do the trick, but it's not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to order some chem fuel made from bamboo, and we'll just have them do this forever. Honestly, because right now I'm not using bamboo for anything else. It's good for some purposes, like, refining with. And it makes a nice floor. This is actually bamboo flooring right here, so it's a nice contrasting, but at this stage in the late game, I'm using stone for everything anyway. So let's check out our screen here. We've got some research to take a look at. We just recently opened up high mech tech, so I'm working on some higher grade mechs right now. Just a few lancers, nothing crazy. We're not getting too extensive with that, but that's not a big deal. Let's take a look at our bionics, though. I want to see what we've got left over here in prosthetics, I should say. Okay, the made chip allows you to manufacture your own. I thought we could already do that. Oh, well. I'm pretty sure we can. Let's focus on something like poison, neural. Ooh, this is probably helpful. Yeah, let's get some brain implants going. That's cool. We've got the tech print for it, so all right, nerds, get in here and start researching. Okay, well, don't worry. I've not forgotten about our genome experiments here. In fact, I've got Iron Chef coming over because when we were butchering, I was clearing out the freezer. I noticed we got an alpha animal here. That's this little man trap. We killed him a little while back, so I'm trying to extract his genes right now. Where you at, Iron Chef? Oh my god. I don't think it worked. You got to be very, very focused on these guys here. You got to micromanage the heck out of them. Okay, here he comes. I'm going to slow it down a little bit. Linka's walking around with her sword out. Okay, no, didn't work there, unfortunately. Well, we're trying to get the alpha genes so we can start creating some monstrosities with the rodents. We want alpha rodents. But I'm also trying to recover some more stuff. We kind of lost some here. I think I let some... Yeah, I shuffled around my stockpiles a bit, and I think I let some expire out in the bad temperature. Look at this. See, there's still... Okay, there's my boom loop. Spoils in 3 hours. For the love of God. I don't... Every one of these should be linked together, but somehow they're getting unlinked. No, look at this. This one shelf right here is not linked to the rest of them, and it's killing me. Oh, my God. All right, so we will link settings. Boom. Now that means storage linked for 2 buildings. No, it's still not linked. Well, here's what I'll do. I'll just copy these settings and paste it right here. It's a little bit annoying sometimes. The linking, I don't know. Maybe there's a max limit to it, too, because I do have all these shelves linked together. Nope, now it shows that it is linked. Okay, okay. Well, nonetheless, I'm sure, or I think that it should be, yeah, designated so that no genomes can go in here, but let's just double check. Okay, yeah. So now if I go to haul quickly, those 2 things will get moved. Perfect. So I was wondering where the heck all my genes went. Now I know. There it is right there in the wrong shelf. Oh boy, here we go, here we go. So I was changing the colors on the bedrooms as promised. I got most of the way through. As you can see, there's a couple here that aren't being used. Mindy doesn't deserve one. She's actually part of this quest. So Mindy, it's time for you to get right up front. The mech cluster has arrived. 30,000. Now I'm not 100% sure this is for the quest, but okay, first things first. Let's get all the mechs in a safe zone, and we will put... No, the Lancers, those are okay. We will put everybody in the safe zone as well. Okay, good. We're already in there. Good, good, good. Now let's look at this. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's a big one. I don't know... It doesn't show that this is linked to the quest. Oh, yeah, review-related quest. Okay, it does. It does. Perfect. So this is it. This is it. We need to defeat this. Let's take a quick look at it, okay? Auto mortar. Yep, we're going to need to destroy that for sure. Let's see here. I hope that I've got some EMP. Let me take a quick peek down here at the location. It's been a while since we used mortars. Yeah, we've got 4. You know, that's probably enough, but let me just get the bill set for a couple more real quick. There it is. We'll just do 10 of them. That's fine. Just get our crafting people working on that. And, alright, let's go back to the cluster. Where's it at? It's pretty decent distance away, which is good. Okay, yeah, it's got a high shield on it. Yep. So when does this say it countdown activator in 1 day? Wow. Yep, we got to get this done. So we can definitely get everybody set up properly, start to take out the shield with the EMPs, and then just pelt right here. We're going to go for this thing. Try and take that out. I do see a few mech nodes, but I don't see any unstable power cells, sadly, but we should be able to blow some stuff up. Man, we might end up losing our climate adjuster after all these years. This is one of the first things that dropped on us, and I kept it around because we're in the hot jungle. It actually reduced the temperature, so it was a benefit to us, but wow, we're going to see what happens here. So I was joking, Mindy, you can go back to bed. But I am going to need my people. Oh man, I should have built another one of these. Alright, let's get it going. Now, don't have to worry about the roof right now. Let me get everybody set up, and as soon as we're about to pop that shield, I'll show you. Alright, here we go. They just injected their go juice. Now it's time to get them all set up on the mortars. And I'm going to hold fire until they all get their shells loaded. I think... Oops. Hold fire. There we go. I think they're all good. No, they're not. Okay, there's a few people who are still... loading up. Good, good, good. I was going to say we might have to wait on the EMP guy, but no, looks like they're all fairly together. So that's good. So what we'll do is Raider on the end has the EMP. He's going to launch his first while the other four hold their fire. I did actually take the roof out here. Maybe we can get another one going. I know I have another barrel, so... But it's not that critical. I think we'll still be fine. Now the question is, do we need to use the psychic animal pulsar here to set off these three big boys, the Galatros? I don't think we do. Looking at this cluster now, I mean, obviously we can't see the current amount of mechs that are here because the fog of war, and obviously there's going to be a heck of a lot more to come. But I think we'll be able to destroy a lot of these with our rain of devastation from the air here. Not to mention, we've got a pretty good kill zone, so I'm going to go ahead and bar the doors just in case anybody wants to try and slip out that I didn't set properly. Let's see, where's Emma at right now? Alright, I want to move this guy. He's been downed in there for a while. Let's get him into position. Let's move this. It's going to be critical to get all our mechs up here too. That's going to be something we're going to rely on for this as well. So, alright, Princess, she's putting that away. These guys, how are they coming? Okay, I think we're ready. Yeah, these guys are all set. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to set the force target of these. This is my first action here, and it's going right on their mortar. Okay, now we know it's set to hold fire. That's fine. This one I'm going to turn hold fire off because, like I said, they're shooting first. This is the EMP. It's going to disable the shield. Doesn't have to be dead on. It just needs to hit the shield. So there's Raider. Now, Raider, I actually want you to switch over to explosives, please. Yes, there he goes. Okay, and he's ready to fire. They're all set targets, so all I have to do is release the hold fire button as soon as the shield is down. Nice. Release it, and they will fire. Okay, that just activated the mechs, too. They're woken up, but here we go. We might have to get everybody assembled to the front lines now. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of mechs dropping, folks. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Here it comes. Nice. I just wanted to get that right there, you know, eliminated. So the mortar is no longer a threat to us. Let's see. The shield itself is disarmed, I think, until its full cycle. So we should be able to just start plugging away at some of these more dangerous areas. Let me grab my mortars again. This time we'll get them all on the same target here. Set force target. We'll just put it right here, right there in the middle of this cluster. Like I said, we're probably going to lose our little weather adjuster, but that's okay. Now, one thing we can do is set everybody up at the front lines and start to draw them in. If we open the front doors up with our melee people, I think we can start to draw in some of the mechs. That'll be good. Oops. You know what I don't want to do is interrupt these people. So let me unselect them. All right, good. Now we've got everybody we want. Let's bring them all up here. Perfect. I'm going to let them get assembled before I actually order the melee people to stand in front of the door, you know. Let's get the kids up here so they don't walk around, end up in the fight or something accidentally. Put our melee people there for now. Okay, so everybody's getting assembled. Let's keep our eyes up here for now. Nice. Good shooting. Good shooting. Let's watch our mortars. Just want to see how they're doing. All right, they're launching. Beautiful. Okay, good. Oh, crap. They're shooting at individuals. See, that's what I wanted to avoid. I think they destroyed the target I had them set for, so now they're shooting at random crap. No, I want them to set for... Damn it. All right, hold on. I got to get this all worked out. Because if they're shooting at random mechs here, that's not going to be great for us. They can hit our own walls and stuff, so just shoot the ground right there. All right, people are getting assembled. You can see the mechs are starting to trickle towards us, which is good. It's better this way than coming all at once, you know. So, looks like most of the colony's up here now. Okay. Looking good. Oh, let me awaken all the mechs. That would probably could be a good idea. There we go. Beautiful. Got our lancers and pikemen ready. These few stragglers, they're fine. They're fine. Let's keep an eye on the mortars here. I hear something incoming. Come on. Come on. There it is. Nice. Perfect. Good shot. Just took out 2 turrets with 1 hit there. Just want to monitor these guys. If they're not shooting in the right spot, then I'm going to pull them, move them to the front lines. We can probably take out this cluster next of stuff. I do want to get this building out. All right, beautiful. That's good. I'm going to be surgical with these here. Come on. Let's get this cluster right here taken out. All right, good. Let's check out the front lines. Okay, I think it's time to open the front doors here and invite them into play. Mindy, guess what? You get the honors. Stand right up front, Mindy. And I'll put a missile behind her. Okay, very good, very good. Princess, you stand by. You're too valuable. Furry's pretty darn valuable, too. She is our #1 animal handler. Okay, so now we've just got 2 pikemen assaulting us, but yes, as you can see, the doors are open, so they start to respond. You're going to start to see mechs come out of the woodwork now thinking the front door is open. And, of course, they're not wrong. It is open. It's open for business. Come on in. Oh, yes. Now we start to see the true power of our front lines. I would move people up to where the mechs are standing, but I do want them behind some cover here. I think we need them. We need them to take cover against some of these mechs. Here we go. Gorgeous. All right, good. I think we can relocate those mortars now. Let's take a shot over here. I definitely want to get these spawning things. I should probably split it. Let me split it real quick. Okay, so I've got half of them shooting at one, half of them shooting at the other. Let's pay attention to the front here. I don't really care if Mindy gets destroyed, but I don't want her letting everybody in. Looks like we're holding our own here, though. Pretty good, guys. I think this is going to be a cluster we can handle. Yeah, I don't actually see any more mechs coming out. Oh, there's one right here. He's hiding in the rocks, but... Okay, here's a few stragglers. Well, inspired surgery. Nice, very good. But nonetheless, I think we got it handled. It's just going to be kind of a slow process. So let me go ahead and clear stuff off here, and I'll show you what we end up with. Hopefully, it'll be an incredible quest reward here. Oh, great. Well, I was just assembling a little strike force to come out in here and clear that cluster, and 2 of them got into a social fight. Please don't kill each other. I literally just got him to inject some go juice, too. There we go. I was waiting for Cloak to show up because he's got the smoke screen, and these 2 idiots get into a social fight. Of course. Don't drop each other. Let's move these guys so we can watch the stupid fight. Okay, they're done. Let me look at your wounds. There should just be bumps and bruises. Yeah, no, I think his pinky was already bitten off. I'm pretty sure that wasn't Zach who did that. But, no, oh, where do you think you're going, guys? That's not how you get out of a fight. So they're ready to go. You can see there's just basically scraps remaining up here. I don't think there's any active mechs, but whoa, yeah, we've still got our... Let's get that smoke out. We've still got our mortars down. But with the smoke, I think we can... Alright, we can take a look at things. We're good. I'm going to release these folks. Actually, hold fire. Let's go ahead and release these guys now because they are probably starving. But I'm going to come back, and what I'm going to do is get those set up and reloaded again. Probably this end one I'll set up for an EMP, so in the future we don't have to go through the hassle of loading it at the last moment. But so far this is looking like it's just going to be an easy cleanup here with some smoke screens. Kind of move into the center here so they can target. Nice. Yeah, and of course with smoke, whether it's from a belt or the neural effect like this guy's got, the psychic ability, turrets are completely blind when you stand in smoke. Mechs aren't totally blind. It does hurt them. Like, they won't be as accurate if you're standing in smoke, but mechs, or the turrets, I'm sorry, they're just completely inept. They can't see you at all, man. Alright, so we've got them. We got one more, and we're going to be done. Alright, there it is. We have completed it, and it is time to release our strike force. There we go. And in the end, we managed to save the climate adjuster. Look at that. Still 31%. Alright. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get everything claimed here. This now all belongs to me, please. And now I'm going to get it all deconstructed. There we go. I don't really want walls either. We can take that down. That's a little extra steel. So we will also order all of this stuff hauled. Yes, metal chunks and all. We're just claiming everything here in the vicinity. Oh, nice. Well, after I unrestricted everybody and let them all leave the compound, we discovered 2 alpacas which had joined. I forgot all about these guys. They just randomly joined. Thanks, Randy. So we're going to use those for our genetic experiments for sure. They're going to get butchered. If we take a look here at our animals and stuff, you can see we do have 2 new thrumbo calves. So those are beautiful future genetic materials. I did get them trained up for combat in the meantime. The good news is if we actually engage like a couple of males in combat or something at some point and they do die, we can still extract genes from their corpse, once. So, ooh, we got a monkey that's self-tamed too, it looks like. Well, he's getting slaughtered as well. Yeah, any extraneous farm animals we don't really need, like the alpaca for sure getting butchered. What they'll do is, if we can't extract specific genes from them, like there's no genes you can use from alpacas, but what I can do is I can make these unfinished gene frames. So this is how we start to get, the basis for it, is we make these awful ones, and the awful one costs 1 corpse. So as you can see, I'm starting to throw some animal corpses down here close to the in this stockpile, close to the table, obviously for efficiency's sake, but still bootstrapping up. We do have 2 good ones, so I think in our final moments here, let's initiate a synthesis. Now, I've been having some problems with this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to find 2 people who can do the genetics. Iron Chef is one of them. I think Raider's going to be another one, right? Yeah, let me look at him. He might be restricted just because he can't do certain types of work. No, I think he can do it. All right, so we're going to get him over here. So I've been thinking about it, and I think there's a certain way that we can do this to ensure, success. Now, I'm not saying just success in what type of animal we get. We still might get a monstrosity. I just mean, so that the stupid materials don't get lost in the mail, so to speak, here, because we've been having trouble with it. So what I want to do, it's paused. I'm going to come in here and set these up. I have an idea of what I want. So let's go, now that we have the boom genes back. Nope, it should be boom first. Yeah, okay, there we go. Boom rodent is what we're going for. I'm going to make some of these guys here. Gene frame can be good, and I'm going to actually give these guys fertility unblockers, okay? Now, this is something I'm trying to breed. Then we're going to use these in our war efforts to drop bombs essentially on the enemies, because you can detonate these things manually, it says. So we're going to initiate, but I'm not unpausing it, not doing anything, except I'm going to set this one for the exact same thing. So boom-a-loop, rodent. Good. We do have 2 good ones. I know that for a fact. In the fertility unblocker, we should have multiples. So there's not going to be a conflict there. So both of these now have orders set. Yep, Raiders going to work right away on that. Good. I didn't even have to ask him. Now, why is he not? See, that's what I was hoping to avoid. I want him to specifically come and do this, but I think even when I push initiate synthesis, did it work? Did it not work? Let me do it again. Maybe there are conflicting. Do I have enough materials? Because I'm not sure. Yeah, I've got a rodent there. Boom. Definitely have enough there. I should have 2 good. Yeah, I've got 3 goods. Do we have enough fertility unblockers? Yes. So maybe he needs to go. Oh, come back here, buddy. Maybe I should let him do 1 at a time instead of both simultaneously. Maybe that's the issue. Because they are trying to attempt to go for the same ingredients. Or what is Vaz doing? Oh, no. Wait, what is she doing? She might be creating a gene frame, yeah. No, I think that might be it. There was a conflict because they were probably trying to both go for the stack. Normally that doesn't matter, but... Okay, is it working? Okay, good, it's working. Good, good, good. Okay, so you can see progress is counting up now. Awesome. Let's do this one. Let's do a new one here. We're going to try this 1 at a time now instead of both. I think that might have been our issue. Fertility, initiate, and there we go. Okay, good. Even though he didn't automatically do it, I could still force him to do it. That's what I wanted. All right, perfect. So I'm going to sit here and wait for it, though. Wait for it to say it's initiated and progress is counting up. So it didn't necessarily have to be simultaneously. I just wanted it somewhat close, and this is close enough. This is perfect. So we're going to keep our close eye on this. Okay, there it goes. It is now counting up. So we should have a couple of new genetic monstrosities in the very near future, guys. Also, as a side note, hopefully they'll provide us with some more of the chem fuel we need to start really filling up here. As you can see, we're still not quite there yet. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me for today's episode. I look forward to hearing your comments, and I hope you'll hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, guys. And I will see you on the next one.